Coming at you from Scratchable Studio, it's Rage Across the Internet presents Wherever Gaia Takes Us, a Werewolf the Apocalypse Let's Play. Starring
Daniel Tyson as Ricochet.
M as Carly Emberstring.
CJ as Nightfang.
And I'm your storyteller, Porter.
Alright, that was a waste. Anybody get a whiff of the van? The box trucks?
No, they went the other direction. I'm not like an all-powerful smelling machine.
I'm going to try and see if I can get a whiff. Maybe they were close. They just went a different direction to the same place.
Okay, give me a perception alertness, difficulty 10.
I figured. Or at least a 9. But no, it's, yeah.
Yeah, diff 10.
While he's doing that, just gonna look up and see if I can gauge about what time it is by the moon.
Okay, Danny's laughing, so did you botch this or did you get like 4 10s?
No, I got 3.
Alright. You take a whiff in the air and realize it is ridiculous to think that you might be able to pick up the box truck from several blocks away a half hour later.
I got 10, 10, 8, but because I'm in lupus, it's the -2. So I didn't expect that at all. But it's still, yeah, it's like...
No, answer stands.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're nowhere close.
Congratulations, a 0% chance you get a scent lock.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I get it. I get it. But that's what... Yes, Danny knows that's not possible. Ricochet is be like, okay, waste, can we hurry up and get the other one? But
I get you. I know I get you. It was a character decision, not a player decision.
absolutely, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh shit. Way too far to figure this out.
Right, got to allow for that, right? So CJ, you are going to do wit survival.
Okay. This is gonna be interesting.
So you are navigating time by gazing at the stars.
Yep. There's 6, I'm assuming?
I'll give you 6.
2.
M.
Yes?
Odds or evens?
Odds.
Okay. Nightfang takes a look around, just for a moment, taking in the surroundings. He looks up to the sky, gazing at Luna and the position of the stars in an attempt to learn what time it is. Then he realizes he was a kid from Vegas and has no fucking idea. However, as he was looking up, he did see a digital clock on the side of one of the buildings.
You're lucky it's a digital, not an analog.
Yeah.
It's the 90s. He's fine.
Uh-huh.
It's about 1:45 to midnight.
Okay.
You like that?
That works perfectly.
Like, I don't know how to do this. Hey, look, a clock.
Yeah, it was just like one of those things of like, okay, is the moon straight up? I guess. Or is it like way over there still?
Yeah, that's one of those
Yeah.
good compromise on the 2 successes.
Yeah. But with that, it's just like, okay. And in reaction to that's a waste, just quick little whap at the tail across the nose of the lupus form of Ricochet. It's not a waste. We got information. We know Station 3 is still here and going.
I would imagine La Magnifique would already know that, though. So, we're bringing to him what?
We were checking this lead, and remember, they hit the place. We don't know what they did there. Maybe they tried to blow it up from the inside, and we were going to find a sinkhole here or something. But no, clearly it's still here. They're still parking the vans out here. I say we wait just a little bit longer unless we can get there in time. Unless we need to head back right now.
Get where in time?
To meet up with Dave. We got to meet up with him at midnight at the parking lot that he talked about. We made a choice. It was either follow the meat truck or follow the big truck, or follow the vans. We followed the vans and got some information.
Yeah.
If it's information they already got, then, well, they could have fucking told us originally, and then we would follow the van, or the truck.
We're just going to bring him information he already knows. It sounds awesome. Let's go. Let's go meet up with Dave.
You angry because he got his girl and you didn't?
I'm going to give everyone a rage, I think.
That's a low blow, man. I'm remembering that for next time.
Well, you start acting like a bit of an idiot, I'll treat you like one. This isn't a fucking waste. We got information. He might know it already. They didn't tell us. So we don't know if he already knows it or not. If he already knows it, then it's on him, not us.
There's going to be lots of people in your life that don't like you. You just gotta grit your teeth and get over it. Sometimes people are just out to get you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And we're still clients, so what's there to respect?
Look over at my arm and my bonar glyph. You guys think I'm worried about people not liking me? You think that's the problem right now? Respect is the problem. Like, I don't give a shit.
We're clients. We've blown up 2 buildings.
Who cares?
We haven't done...
if he respects you or not, do something to earn it.
Bringing him information he already knows is not exactly earning anything, is it?
Do we know he already knows it?
Oh no, if we don't show up, how worse is that going to be?
Which is why I said let's go see him.
Oh.
Okay,
Ricochet.
Let's go, guys.
Rage roll.
Rage roll? I have to fail this, right?
You better.
What's the...
Ideally, yeah.
It's at 4. Because I gained 1, and now that they're both at 4. So, what's the diff?
That's a standard diff.
2 out of 4.
Okay.
But you didn't get 4.
That's 3, 4, 7, 8.
Didn't ask. You grit your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Your body tensing up. Take a deep breath. Manage to keep control.
After you.
You a robot?
Hmm?
What are you, a robot?
No, did I sound like a robot?
A little bit.
Sorry.
After you.
It was part of the deep breath.
No, I get it.
Look at it this way. If he's upset with what we did, it's my fault. And turning and going.
Just following.
You only have 4 rage.
Oh, I used a shitload last game.
Jesus, alright.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sitting at 2 right now.
Yeah, I'm almost positive. I popped a perm and then I used 4 of those.
Alright. If this weren't the same fucking night, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, was making that one comment and then turned to start walking
Where are we
in the
going?
direction of that parking lot.
Okay.
To Dave.
Yeah, parking lot, Dave.
Okay.
But yeah, we know at least this cleanup crew went to Station 3. Or at least, where Station 3 is. Maybe it's still the detention center. Maybe it's changed. Maybe they rebuilt it while they were focusing on Station 2. Just remember, we only blew up one of the stations. Le Magnifique blew it up again. Maybe they rebuilt Station 2 after whatever they did during their raid. So, it could be information he already has. If so, my call, my screw up. Or we're confirming something that they don't have confirmation of. I just know it would have been a dumb fucking idea if we'd split up between the truck or the vans.
I don't doubt that.
I was going to say, I think you're not going to find it,
You're right, I wasn't going to find it
So
there.
what you're looking for, you ain't going to find it.
Did you pick up the vampire book?
Yes. Yes, she
Yes,
did.
I did.
I
I
did.
didn't see that at all.
It was fascinating to watch that, you know?
I opened it up and immediately saw obfuscate, and I was like, I'm in the wrong place.
Yeah, I caught all of that. So, why is she flipping through the vampire book in the middle of the game?
Oh, fuck it up.
What are you looking for? Maybe I can help.
I have a harmony flute,
Oh,
and I thought I was just about to have to use it. And then I went to go find my stats for it and realized I had it not written down.
okay.
Yeah, so I'm
fixing
getting it,
that.
and I'm
Yeah.
gonna write it. Yep, I'm remedying the situation just in
Perfect.
case another one comes up.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea, frankly.
What's the
Yep,
harmony?
I just realized because I was about to shift up and use it if something were to have happened. It didn't, but here we are. I can remedy my situation here.
Excellent. It's a fetish, Danny.
Well, I figured that much.
It's peace pipes.
Yep, peace pipe.
Just in the form of a flute.
So if you frenzied, it would show you the fuck out.
Okay.
It's an artifact of a former Galliard. But I figured it kind of goes with the character anyways.
Useful to have, definitely.
Yep, definitely.
And fucking reminds
Certainly.
me that I can be a bit more liberal with those.
Mhm.
But all right, the three of you make your way. I'm going to take some liberties here. Shifting back to Hamid as you go, give you a bit of relief from some of the various smells of the streets, but also to be far less conspicuous. The streets shift as you approach J Street. A large parking lot stands like a dam blocking the north and south cross streets. Signs posting hourly parking rates placed on the iron gate fence. The attendants are off duty, allowing you to walk past the retractable metal poles, keeping those who would try to escape paying their fare trapped. It seems that motor vehicles are prohibited beyond this point. Even still, City Hall is visible in the distance. The building looms in the distance like a watchful father. You can see Dave slowly making his way from the east. Hands in his pocket, cigarette hanging out of his lip. He gives a bit of a nod as he gets closer.
Return the nod, and we found out the cleaning crews are going back to the storage place that Station 3's under. We don't know where the box truck went.
Well, it's not a huge shock they're still working out of there. But did they go inside?
No, they parked the vans outside and then got in their own cars and left.
They cleaned them up at the car wash before they headed back.
And you lost the truck?
From Lady in Red, the truck went one way, they went the other. I thought we would possibly find out where, operations or something might be. A place with information versus more monsters.
It was a pack decision to follow one truck and not split up.
It was my call.
Well, I think so. You are the alpha.
Mm-hmm.
He gives a little side eye over to Rico, but then focuses back to Nightfang. That's something. Oh, but just as well. He looks up, his head nodding over into the direction of City Hall. We've got work to do anyway.
Oh, find something?
What's up?
Records. I guess you guys seem pretty good at blowing shit up. There's more to this work than that. There's always a paper trail. Time to find it. With that, Dave walks past the metal poles of the J Street parking lot and heads into the business district proper.
We'll go ahead and follow them.
So we're looking for a paper trail?
It all comes from somewhere. Golden Way Meatpacking, Wendy's,
Gotta have business licenses.
and permits.
Yeah, I know.
You follow the paper trail, you follow the money. We get answers.
He's nodding a little bit. Yeah, I know. It's just, you said you had something for us, and I thought, something not going through papers.
No, I'll take going
Just
through papers over what we did earlier this evening anyways.
I don't know. It was kind of fun tailing them. Just gonna shrug.
The Willows Pass Business District is a sea of tan brick buildings, brown roofs, large windows, perfect for window shopping. Old-timey signs hang out from above each door to greet foot traffic. It's not unlike Main Street if you replace the rustic charm of the tourist trap and added a level of authentic small town with a dash of corporate greed. It's like a mecca to the young professional. You move through the streets, passing various shops and businesses, a shoe store and tailor separated by a bagel place, a nail and hair salon next to a wine bar and dry cleaner. You pass Night Owl Detective Services, set appropriately enough next to a divorce lawyer's office.
We'll look up at the divorce lawyer and detective or private eye, I guess. They're clearly working together.
Oscar's Bar makes a home 3 doors down from the Spotless Apple Daycare, which boasts the hours of 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. on the sign. 2 doors from that, the Department of Child Services, of all things, only to feature the Dirty Pole, a gentleman's establishment, which hides behind its large front-facing parking just next door. It continues like that for what feels like 2 or 3 blocks until you find yourselves looking at a series of perfectly trimmed hedges boxing in an outdoor common area. Benches, public ashtrays, and tables and chairs set up almost like a corral for the coffee breaks of the sheep who live here during business hours. A large marble fountain sprays water high into the air to be collected in a bowl held by small cherubs, allowing the water to overflow into the larger pool below. This monument stands as the last hurdle before 3 two-story buildings at the zenith of a single massive staircase. On your left, the courthouse. In the center, the stone facade of Willows Pass City Hall. And to the right holds the Department of Citizen Services. You see some lights on inside.
It's after midnight. There's still somebody there? Again?
Is that the same general area that we've been seeing the lights on the few times we passed here at night?
Oh, it's the building next door, but...
So, what's the plan, Dave?
Well, here we are. He flicks a cigarette into the fountain. Department of Citizen Services. It's the first stop. He starts slowly making his way up the stairs.
Start falling by, just looking at these two, just giving a shrug, like, my thing's not entirely sure what we're doing exactly. Or, like, how we're going to go about this.
Following upstairs?
Yeah. Going with the flow.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes people work at night. Carly's not too surprised by lights that are turned on.
It's in the building next door, right?
Yes, the department, not City Hall, the Department of Citizen Services.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it says.
Or that the lights are on.
Yes.
Lights are on in City Hall?
No.
Or here?
Lights are on in the Department of City Services.
Okay.
You have seen lights on City Hall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking earlier.
Yeah.
Was this like the same general area? Because we've never been like going right by City Hall.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is it's been City Hall. This is the door. This is the building next door.
Okay.
You're like a strip mall of bureaucracy, right? Citizen Services, City Hall, fucking court.
Big staircase leading to the 3 of them.
Right.
Yeah.
I follow.
We'll find out. We'll probably find out whoever's working late if they come investigating or hear anything.
Yeah, Dave, is this place like a 24/7 thing? What the hell's going on?
Of course not.
But the lights are on.
Sometimes people work late. Janitors, interns, people up to things that are a little bit more nefarious.
It's government. What could you possibly mean?
Fair.
He walks up,
Yeah.
leaning on the building just next to the door.
So, Do they like lock the door or something?
He raises his eyebrow. You give him like a kind of look.
Give the door a push or a pull, whichever one it's necessary.
It's locked.
Yeah. I mean, I could open it, but anybody here have a subtler way of opening a locked door?
No. I could search for an unlocked window.
Dave just kind of leans for a second, giving an amused look.
Push the door and see if I can break the lock, but yeah, I think maybe looking for an unlocked window or another way in would be the quieter way. I assume we're trying not to set any, I don't know, leave any sign that we were here. Looking to Dave, do you got a way to open it?
He taps his nose. Allow me. He reaches to the door with that same single finger, touching the lock. You see a small glint, just like a spark of light coming from his finger to the lock as you hear the latch undo. He holds the door open. After you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Walk in.
If I'm making a note for later, maybe that's something to figure out is how to get into a locked door quieter.
As you enter the 2-story office building, you can see that while the lights are off in the dingy lobby, there's limited lights down the halls. You can hear faint music and a smell of cleaning products wafts through the air. There are 2 doors past the reception desk. One clearly leading to some sort of employee area, the other to a public hall. There's a window behind reception showing both of them. The area is separated by nothing more than a desk, like so many doctors' offices. There is a plaque next to the door on the left, the hallway for everybody, with room numbers, and another plaque to the other side of it. It has the little relief of someone's face. There's exposition on it.
So on the left side was the public and the right side was the employees behind the desk?
Correct. But again, as you can see through the window, it's one of those deals where you're on the left side of the desk or the right side of the desk. And like the right side is where the computers and shit are, the employee. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So like it almost doesn't matter which door based on what you can see.
We'll try the employee door first.
All right. Give the knob a little turn. It is locked.
Hey, Dave, mind helping out with this one as well, or are we on our own?
We can make it happen. Dave walks over to that lock. Rico? Carly?
I'm going to check the
Yes.
other one. The other door. The public door.
Okay. And what are you doing, Carly?
So, like, the desks are behind a window?
Or
Or a wall?
Well, I mean,
the
it's
lobby area.
you got your lobby area and your reception desk right there, right? Right, like right in front of you. And then you get the 2 doors to the side.
My thought process here is maybe the employee side's still open because the janitor's got to go through there. Where they lock up the public door when hours close. But yeah.
No, it's a valid thought.
Can I search the reception desk on the off chance that somebody might have forgotten their keys?
Okay. A lot of things are happening at once here. So let's see what order I'm addressing these in. Look at that. Okay. Night Fang.
Yep.
I misspoke. You were last. Okay. Ricochet, you go to try the other door, and it is not locked. You just rip that bitch open. Not literally. You just, I mean, you open it like a normal human. Don't fuck. Okay. Carly, you still going through the desk?
Yeah, just a, quick look-see.
All right. I will say flat out, there is nothing of note. There's the drawer full of the random supplies, little sticky tack, scotch tape, lots of paper clips, rubber bands.
Yeah, wasn't expecting much more, but
Yeah.
gotta check.
Stapler, a couple little candy bars, little peanut butter cups,
Yep.
You pull the folder, the file drawer. You see a couple little fucking mini bar bottles.
Alrighty.
It's for those crazy days.
Only the necessities.
Right. Dave comes over and again gives a little tap of the finger on the door, and boom, it's open.
Stepping inside.
Obviously, the music's a little louder as you get closer.
Okay. So it's coming from in.
Yeah. So, I mean, you see, you have come inside. There's, to the right, you can see there's a series of doors. Looks like offices. To your left, there's a little half wall. On the other side of it are, looks like Xerox machines. A little workstation there. A large wall. Looks like a rectangular wall is kind of in the center of this area. But you see the building juts out to the left. There's something over there.
Okay.
You don't see a door there.
Yeah. Okay. I had the room orientation or the map orientation flipped originally, so it took a moment just to adjust. But okay, I see it.
It's a crappy map, I admit. But again, my fucking software's gone.
Oh.
So I can't just fucking make a nice one now without it being a huge pain in the dick.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Just gonna slowly move down that hallway to the right, just peeking around since you said the music was getting louder.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any signs that tell you, which offices are which way?
There was on the plaque in the reception area.
Could I take a look after I'm done?
You want absolutely
desk?
100%. So remember, I said there was that plaque, and then there's the second plaque with the relief and a bunch of exposition of some sort.
Yeah. I'm going to take a look at the office wordings.
All right. Looks like the record is Office 101. Look at that. Fucking simple as that.
Yep.
I want to applaud you for not meandering around the building like an ass for 3 hours and going, hey, I should look at the thing that tells me where I need to be. Fucking, yeah.
I've tried to navigate a lot of public buildings in my life.
Yup.
Yeah,
Look at the signs.
Where I just try to be okay, can I get to where I can see whoever that has got that music going? Just to be so we don't run into them.
I'm going to look at the guys and put up a 1, a 0, and a 1 with my hand.
If I went in that door and they went in this door, can they see me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. It's just a desk.
Yeah, it's just a big desk.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm just walking around the desk and walking to you guys then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. It was unlocked.
Since nobody replied to my 101, I'll say records 101.
Yeah, looking back, just getting a thumbs up.
Dave totally nodded. Just the other stuff was happening.
Yeah. And that thing, I was just saying, trying to get up to, lean just a little bit past the desk to see if I could see down that hallway to the left. Just to, see if I saw, a janitor or something.
You don't see anyone down that hallway.
Okay. Music's getting louder, but I don't see anybody yet. Keep an eye out.
You don't know where Dave went. He's missing, I guess. I don't know. Don't worry about him.
Any of the rooms nearby us already numbered, so we can get an idea of where 101 might be?
The room you went in the employee door, so correct. Yeah. So the room to your right, the little office, says Ryan Peterson. On the door, director.
Okay.
So that's just man's office.
It was worth a check. I say let's start making our way down the hallway to our left. Just keep an eye out for 101.
All right.
Not an agreement. Head that way.
So the lot of you go down that first hallway to your left. You see Dave is already there. He's popping the lock on the door. and gives a nod. It's the first door on your left. I guess big shock, right? 101. Fucking
Crazy.
first office.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
I was like, that's where I was like looking for that first room number because I didn't know if it'd be like, we're in the tens because we're on the first floor or something, and hundreds would be on the second floor or whatnot. But yeah, that one right there.
I understand your thought process.
Mm-hmm.
But it's this. This is this easy right now. Fucking.
Yeah. Nightfang's a little surprised. Like, okay, it's never this fucking easy for us. Like he's waiting for the burger head to come crashing out of a bathroom or something to like fucking ruin our day.
It's a monster made of red tape.
Oh no, bureaucracy.
You walk through the door. It's a crappy looking little office. There's a computer, like a secretary's desk, and another couple other desks with boxes of papers on them. Most notable, however, there are 2 doors at the end of this not super big room. The first of which is clearly an office. The second, it doesn't have that little window that so many offices do. It's just just a door.
Inside of room 101?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would like to try the non-windowed door.
Oh, it opens. Super easy. It's a staircase leading down. A little musty smell hits you. Dave takes a look around and sighs. This is going to be fun.
You think maybe the secretary's computer might have a list of like where stuff might be?
I doubt it, but you can try. Last time I was here, there was a secretary to charm. I think we're going to have to go diving ourselves.
Yeah, I'll give the computer a shot. If y'all two want to get started with Dave here.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep. We'll be here a little bit, it looks like.
Dave reaches into his jacket pocket and pulls a tiny flashlight. Click, click. Adventure's just beginning. As he begins to walk down the stairs.
Following Dave.
And I was going to see if I could check the secretary's computer for like a list or something of where stuff might be.
Yes. You...
While they start heading down.
Yep. You turn... Was it in computers?
Yeah, that's what we did at Station 2, if I remember correctly.
I believe it was
I
in
believe
computers,
so.
yeah. So go ahead, buddy.
Okay.
I'll grab the flashlight out of my backpack as I descend the stairs.
That would be 2 successes.
You find the power button. What? You did it.
And while that's powering up, probably looking around the desk just for like, is there like a fucking sheet that says, building permits, stack 1 through whatever?
There is a lot of shit here.
Mm-hmm.
Running by computer light, you can barely see any of it.
Mm-hmm.
The old, square, fucking green tinted monitor is slowly booting up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's on it? Not Windows 95, and you know why?
Because it's 93.
And it's a government computer.
So,
yeah, this is Nightfang. He's like, I have an idea. I don't know if I can actually manage this, but...
So, okay, the computer has booted up.
Mm-hmm.
How's your DOS?
I'd imagine not very good for only 1 dot of computers.
I feel like maybe there's some people listening who don't know what that means, even.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine there's a lot of people who don't know what DOS is.
So let's roll that computer again. Let's call that a diff 8.
Yeah, I was guessing. It's a long shot for Nightfang, but it's like, hey, it beats digging through paper for a little while. Holy fuck. That's 3.
Okay.
I'm 3 dice.
Of all things.
Well, funnily
8, 9,
enough,
10.
you wait a few seconds and a menu boots up. It still does, but it's a fucking DOS menu.
Mm-hmm.
And it's separated into categories. businesses, permits, liquor licenses. It's a whole list of different categories.
I guess we'll start going through the businesses first.
All right. Can you narrow down for me what you are looking for so I can better help you?
I guess primarily like
I know that's a tough question, especially in this particular, because you kind of don't know what you're looking for.
Yeah, and this is where like I'm thinking of like keyword sort of idea, like specifically anything like building permits. I guess would be the first bit. Specifically looking for anything Golden Way, and then maybe if there's a because he has a liquor license, maybe there's a like food handling permit section if he goes under like businesses. See if he can find like restaurants or whatever. And like dig through that.
Okay. We're going to come back to you.
Yep.
I can't believe you fucking did that.
Neither can I. Neither can I.
I honestly was handicapping the odds of you getting frustrated, frenzying, and smashing the tower.
He remembers this worked out really well in Station 2. Can we do this again? But last time it was him and Carne like bouncing back and forth on the computer and seeing what they could do. It's like, yeah, let's see if we can recreate some of that. And he's kind of just like shook and pecking for each of the little commands.
Okay. The three of you head downstairs to what is a disaster of boxes. Rows upon rows of metal shelves. And upon those shelves, boxes. And in those boxes, files.
Mm-hmm.
Hooray for hard copies.
Mm-hmm.
But each piece of racking is 4 shelves high. It looks like... you can't tell how many, because... limited light and all.
I'm going to look, see if there's any of like plaques on any of the rows or anything for like, it says permits. I'm going to start in the permit section.
I imagine this is alphabetized. So we have Golden Way. Do we know of any other companies or anything that we want to be looking for? And as I say that, I would also like to be looking for, like, letters on boxes or some kind of label to see where I should start.
Okay.
I do have dots in academics. My wheelhouse. We're maybe in it.
That's perfectly fair. I did not think through how fucked up this downstairs was going to be.
Okay.
All right. So you got to bear with me for a second. First of all, Dave takes a look around and swinging his flashlight. He looks at the mess as much as the flashlight will illuminate. And then to the two of you. He flips the flashlight and hands it to Ricochet. You guys got this. I'm going to try something else. And he heads back upstairs.
Got what? What are we looking for?
You hear his footsteps as he makes his way back up. The records room, each box has several numbers on it. Possibly, 1901 through 2642. Letter codes as well. Currently, it seems to be an incoherent mess. And while mostly they are filed in order, at least numerically, and then your letter codes seem to be the same, perhaps done by RAC themselves. So, for example, DPW 1863 through 4600. Not all of the boxes do fill in that order. As if someone just got lazy and put a box somewhere every now and then.
I would like to look for a box with the dates that are similar to when they would have been rebuilding that Golden Way plant that they recently blew up.
You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do?
I get to roll academics.
I
don't know if this counts.
You know what? Give me perception academics. Or wit. Wit's academics.
Same dice.
I think, you are the most excited person to roll academics in Werewolf ever.
You might be the only person to roll academics in Werewolf ever.
I built a character with, like, a very specific skill set.
What is this, Taken?
Getting to use it. Yes. I have a very specific skill set. 4 successes.
Okay. Deciding that you were looking for permits specifically regarding the rebuilding of the Golden Way plant, that this has to be a newer file, leading you to believe it is a less fucked up box. Immediately, you've decided you can rule out anything with too much dust, mold, or very various forms of damage. You're looking for something new. While you haven't deciphered the codes yet, you have narrowed down your search significantly. Hooray.
Yay.
Now, whether or not she's going to share that information is up to her.
Yeah, so Rico.
Yeah, what's up?
I would like you to search and I'm going to point out 2 of the boxes for him. I'm not expecting him to retain any of the information that I just got. So I'm going to say, why don't you search these 2 boxes for anything related to the Golden Way Company? Make sure to put the file back where you found it, though.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Which one do you want?
I start with this box, then move to this box. And you can see as you open it, that they have like little labels on the tabs.
Mm-hmm.
Read those and see if anything relating to Golden Way is in there or around these dates, and I'll give him the dates. I don't know what's on the file folders.
It's fair.
Like on the little tabs. So look for either of those 2 things on the tabs. If you see anything that looks like it could be related to the Golden Way plant, open up that file folder, look through it, and if you find anything of note, let me know.
You got it.
And then I'll get my own box and look through that one.
Okay.
And again, these dates, Golden Way, or anything related to that. Building permits, hire permits.
All right.
The glorious side of the Garu Nation.
Right? Fucking, what is this game? You're doing fucking paperwork and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Danny's so disappointed. Look at him.
No, I'm thinking. That's all. I'm playing
Maybe
everything in my
Rico
head.
will get lucky. Maybe Rico will get lucky and find like a couple magazines somebody hid in the files.
There's so many. The possibilities are endless. Guys. You guys. How many fucking hundreds of thousands of documents have to be in this goddamn basement?
Yeah, I'm like, the very first box, I'm going to pull the very first paper out. I'm like, these are all permits?
All right. Ricochet, you get to work. You open the box. And what is in the box, you ask? Papers.
Mm-hmm.
It's about half full of papers.
Okay.
All right. And also, there is a metal lunchbox sitting in the box, kind of holding the papers at bay. Kind of, it's not doing a great job, so the papers are folding over, half covering it. But it looks like a vintage Planet of the Apes metal lunchbox.
This doesn't look like it belongs here. Well,
Yeah.
so I'll open it up.
Okay. You find a pack of cigarettes in an ashtray and a moldy apple core.
This was a mistake.
Could have made that way worse.
Mm-hmm.
A tuna sandwich
Breakfast chicken.
from the 70s.
Gross.
You do begin rifling through the papers, though, going through the parameters of which Carly said. This This doesn't make... What's your intelligence, actually?
Intelligence 3.
Wow. All right. That's
Academics.
inconsistent.
Academics is 0.
That's inconsistent. Oh shit! Slam.
Investigation 0.
Okay. Oh, well, both that aligns a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what the fuck you're looking at.
Nope.
You see names and numbers and fucking... It's, it's a little irritating.
Yeah, I figured I'm looking for anything that says Golden Way, and that's the only words that I would recognize.
Okay.
You're not illiterate.
Well, I'm not saying the only words. I'm saying the only words I'm looking for that I would recognize.
I was going to spit take out of him there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that would have been great.
Man, you guys are out of your league. Maybe I wasn't kidding about the red tape monster.
Hey, you know what? Good thing Rico's down here, not that thing, with that intelligence score.
I'll find the red tape monster's weaknesses.
Just a Dewey Decimal System.
There would not be a Dewey Decimal System here in the basement. This is not a library.
You asked for the weaknesses.
There is no system.
That... Okay.
The system is... Nightfang, roll your perception.
Okay.
We're gonna, we're gonna be very, very nice to you, and we're gonna call it a 4.
Perceptual alertness, I'm assuming?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is 3 successes.
Okay. You hear music getting closer.
Like, significantly closer? Or like,
Significantly closer.
There'll be a moment of just like, fuck, I'm gonna turn off the computer and just try getting out of sight because there's a window in the door, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, just trying to hit the power button on the computer and then getting out of view of that window.
Okay. You, hit the power button on the mount. I'm just going to give this to you and kind of slip under the desk.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, downstairs, Rico, you are beating your head against the wall. But you're trying. You're finding nothing, but you're trying.
This would be so much easier if I knew what the hell I was looking at.
Carly, you found a few records. You found some older stuff mixed in, which isn't fantastic. But you do see some building permits and references to blueprints for the facility itself, for the rebuild. There's a corresponding... there's the code for where, what the blueprint is, where it might be located.
I'm going to take out my notebook and jot down some notes on the things that I find.
Okay. That's helpful.
Using my brain.
Right. Well, you know what else it means? It means I don't have to come up with all this shit on the cuff, and I can give you some of that later.
Yep. So yeah, as I'm looking, I'll, the dates, the reference numbers, I'll do a couple sketches based on like anything that I think seems important.
Perfect.
Company names, employee names, phone numbers, addresses, things that might be on there.
Give me your investigation.
Int investigation?
Yep. Rico, you as well. We're going to throw you a bone on this one. Maybe you'll get 3 10s and be the hero.
3.
Okay.
Zero.
Okay.
941.
You found a couple Twinkies stashed in another box.
Yes.
Scoresies.
Are they still in the plastic?
No, these are good. These look pretty recent.
Okay. So I'm gonna eat one of them.
All right. There's a little fucking ad on them. You can win the prize and go see be in the Mask 2.
The Mask 2.
Oh, can win the prize. Not
As
sure.
I'm taking notes, Rico, focus up. Seriously, come on.
From what? This is good.
Just do your job, dude.
You want the other one?
No, I don't. Just hurry up and do your job and put the Twinkie away.
I'm gonna open the other one up.
Put it away in your backpack, fat ass. I said put it away.
Oh, I'm good. I'm putting it in my stomach.
Meanwhile, Nightfang hiding under the desk. Hopeful no one saw him. However, there is a click as the door opens. Sweet Home Alabama playing on the radio. You can hear the sound of a cart rolling into the room. Pause for a second.
Like cart rolling in and then stop, and immediately you're going deeper into the room or behind the desk.
I mean, I don't know, enough to get a fucking janitor in their cleaning cart into the room. Come on.
Yeah,
You're killing me, Smalls.
It's just the idea of like, you know, hey, if he stops like just inside the door, I think he's gonna have to like sit and wait just a little bit longer until he hears him moving to where you can actually get out and see.
Well, it sounds like it's about on the other side of the desk from you.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the clicking of the door as it shuts.
Hmm.
You can hear humming.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the sounds of cleaning. It's fucking, what do you want from me? Hear the wastebasket next to the desk being picked up.
Mm-hmm.
Rico, did you hear something?
He might be telling you the word.
I was. Or splashing water on him.
Mm-hmm. Both can be true.
Kelly's got her hand raised.
Was that you saying that, or was that Dave saying that?
No, Dave
gone.
left.
Dave left, yeah. He went upstairs and we don't know where he went.
He left, remember? In fact,
I didn't know if he had made it all the way up yet.
Nightfang was so focused, he didn't even see Dave leave the room.
Yep.
Don't question it.
Okay.
I will not have my NPC babysit you.
Jesus Christ. 10, 10, 10, 9, 5.
Hey, you can hear some Skinner.
Go upstairs.
Yeah. Very clearly.
Carly, shh, Carly. There's someone up there. It's like the cleaning crew.
Okay. Stay quiet, and if the door opens, turn off your flashlight and hide.
I mean, yeah, but just letting you know they're there.
Thank you.
He's very nonchalant about that. All right.
I mean, what am I going to do? Go up there and expose myself? I'm going to stay down here and hide. There's lots of boxes to hide behind. And I doubt, looking at this dust, that they come down here and clean.
Shrug my shoulders.
All right. Can you continue the search then?
Yeah.
And
Keeping a vigilant ear on the door to make sure it doesn't open.
all right.
Yeah,
And Nightfang?
I'm
You are not Nightfang. You are Ricochet.
I'm Ricochet.
I don't know who you people are anymore.
I'm not moving. I don't want to move any papers
sorry.
around. I'm just waiting for the sound to go away. If the sound goes away, then I'll start moving again.
That sounds not okay.
You're downstairs.
Yeah. Sound is not going away, but so you
Well, then I'll slowly doing it, yeah.
all right. Just being careful.
Yep.
Don't want to knock over a shelf.
How many successes did you get on that perception alertness again?
10, 10, 9,
Yeah.
10, 5. So 4.
Okay. All right. Cool. Nightfang for real this time.
Yeah, until she's, discovered or hears them start going to, try go downstairs, he's going to do his best just to be quiet and not found.
All right.
I've got an idea of if I gotta do something, but, ideally the janitor never knows we're here.
So far, so good. Yeah, sweet home. You hear a click as the lights come on in the office.
Mm-hmm. Actually,
Hold on.
wait, I'd like to hear it.
Suddenly there's a flicker of light. The bulb breaks. Or burns out. Ah, shit. Some more rustling, and you hear the door open again. And close.
Give it like a 3 count before quickly scurrying out from under the desk and going downstairs.
Okay. Done and done. Shits and grins. Give me a Dex Athlete. You know what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And of course, not spending the willpower because it's going to be funny as hell. 2 successes.
All right. You clomp your ass down those steps as quickly as possible.
Probably
Ricochet, you hear
Instantly.
you hear feet coming down fast. Carly, you hear this shit too. It's too loud.
Then yeah, jump behind a box or something and hide.
Same. Turning
Lights
off my
off.
flashlight and hiding behind a like a box shelf.
I mean, it's dark enough, right? Because you guys didn't
Yeah.
turn on a light.
Right. The flashlights.
No,
Mhm.
we just had our
Right.
flashlights.
All right, you get to the bottom. You're there, Night Fang.
You're just darkness, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
It's musty and dusty and just darkness.
Guys, where are you?
Hiding. We heard the janitor, so we thought we'd hide.
Yeah, it's just me. He went to go get a fucking light. I figured come down here and help instead of hiding under a desk up there waiting for him to leave.
All right. Turn the
Somebody
flashlight
fucking
on.
turn on a light.
You turn the light on for.
No, he said
No.
somebody fucking turn on a light.
I'll click on my flashlight and continue my notes in my notebook. Why don't you keep a listen at the door? Make sure he's not coming down.
It's going through files.
Turn my flashlight on. I'm actually gonna put the flashlight in my mouth. Alright. Let's see what we can find.
You have to burn that pencil now.
It's his pencil now.
Yeah, no, the knife thing came down. He put it in his mouth acting a little serious again.
All right. So you continue going through files. And where were you in this Night Fang?
Leaning up next to the doorway or entryway to go upstairs, just keeping an ear out.
All right.
Hey, I don't have to go through files. I get the easy job.
I mean, I've already found the information. I'm pretty much just keeping Ricochet busy while I get info.
Time passes.
From an outside looking in perspective, and I think, yeah, I'll watch. I'll keep guard while the rest of my pack goes and does things. Does the busy work.
You know what we're going to do.
Any paper that I see the words Golden Way on, I'm pulling out.
Okay. I need Night Fang and Ricochet to roll their willpower. And I will remind you guys that's your perms, not your temps.
Okay. I was about to ask.
I had a feeling.
Because those are 2 very different numbers right now.
Diff.
Standard diff.
Standard. 4 for me.
Okay. Night Fang.
That's 7.
Fuck off.
The fuck?
Whoa.
That's all of them.
So I have 6 dice and I got a 4 out of 6.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed. I was sure one of you. I didn't even care which one.
Want me to lie?
No.
Okay.
It was to see if you passed
pack.
out.
You didn't ask. Yeah. Hey, it's the 2/3 pack. 2 of us succeeded on this. M didn't have to roll.
Passed out
Right?
from what?
Boredom.
Oh.
It's quiet and dark and you're bored.
I have a flashlight.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Carly's engaged.
Exactly. So the
she's
Carly
not,
doesn't get the role because she's into this shit. But fucking Nightfang sitting on the steps in a dark stairwell, falling asleep. Holy shit. That's so fucking, it'd have been great.
You know what?
Nope.
So I was just going to ask, to like kind of justify that willpower, like that level of success. Could he be possibly like, you know what? Let's kill 2 birds in one stone and meditate for a little while keeping an ear out. I got to do nothing but listen.
Oh,
Is it worth going to look in the other rooms?
the audacity of even asking that. But that role was so good.
I'm okay with no on this. Like, this is just the making the suggestion.
I am.
He is just sitting here.
I am gonna say no because
Okay.
this is the worst environment, and you have a job to do.
Fair.
Time has continued to pass. Bottom line, it feels like it's been an eternity. You can eventually hear the sounds of the gentleman returning. We assume it's a gentleman, whatever. Returning. You guess fixing the light bulb, cleaning up. You can hear the vacuum run. It's a good half hour or so. You think that you guys are down there. Carly, at this point, you are done taking notes. And I think you're all ready to leave.
Yeah. Did Rico? I'm gonna walk up to Rico. Did you find anything?
How many pages did I find that said Golden Way?
Based on these rolls, 2.
I'm gonna show her these 2. My God,
How many snacks did he find?
1, I told you to put it back where you found it. So I hope you remember where they were. But give me a second. And I'm going to take the papers from him and I'm going to jot down some notes on them
Okay.
in my notebook before putting my notebook away.
Perfect.
All right, put these back where you found them. And I'm going to watch them.
I'm just gonna shove it in the box.
No, take those back out. Put them back where you found them.
Which ones?
I'm going to pull the 2 papers out.
You don't know
hand
which
them
ones
to
they are.
him. I watched you. I just watched you. Rico, I watched you.
All right, I'm gonna. Yep, it went in this one here. And
Oh
then,
my
The
God.
logic seemed to match.
Oh my God, what an asshole. Carly, gain a rage. It's abundantly clear that he's fucking with you.
I'm gonna kind of push him away, take the papers, and file them back. I assume at this point I kind of understand somewhat of the filing system.
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Oh
But yeah,
my
I'm
God.
just gonna push you away and do it myself, and then put the box back. Idiot! God damn it!
Meanwhile, Nightfang, you hear sounds of what seems to suggest that the janitor has moved on. The music has faded. You hear the sounds of the door opening and closing again.
Yeah, but just a couple more seconds. I think the upstairs is clear. I'll go take a peek if you hear me running downstairs. Hide.
Got it.
click the flashlight off.
I'm gonna wait on the staircase.
All right.
Just going back up and poking head out.
You slowly open the door.
Mm-hmm.
The office is dark.
Looks like we're clear.
Alrighty.
So, you think you found what we need, Carly?
I feel like I got a good amount of information. for the situation at hand.
Okay. Any more you want to share?
Maybe later, whenever we're in a different location.
Okay.
Porter hasn't given me the information. I just took notes on it in character.
That's right.
Fair. Just like, okay. Shrugs.
Just trying to throw me under the bus, right?
Yeah. Let's just, yeah.
Make it up, Porter. Let's go, dick.
Yeah, let's just find Dave. Or leave. I don't know. Probably find Dave.
Okay. You make your way out of the office, proudly opening the door to step out into that hallway. Only to stop. You see a large man, about, 6 foot or so, fairly well built, broad shoulder, in a workman's outfit, holding a cart, or carrying a cart at the end of the hall. He was just coming out of one of the rooms at the far end. What the hell?
Let's go. And gonna run back towards the way we came in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm following Alpha then, yeah.
Hey, stop! You guys start running?
Yep.
Okay. You make your way out into the main area, just past the Xerox machines, when out of nowhere, you are tackled, Night Fang, by another man, wiry, with short, curly, dark hair. Another janitor's cart, of course. He has full-on tackled you. Caught you completely by surprise. And that wouldn't be a concern at all. Except he puts his full weight down on you, holding you down.
Mm-hmm.
A hand on your neck, while the other rises to the air. Not so much a hand, but a thick red tentacle.
Yep.
He opens his mouth, his teeth falling out, landing on your face, being replaced with small, sharp barbs. What up?
Perfect.
Thought you were just going to get out of this? Fuck off.
Oh, yeah, no. I was waiting for something. Waiting for something to happen.
You are not depriving us of a third act. So.
Oh.
I mean, if we were following him,
Yeah, no, you see this.
then I would shift.
Well, that's gone forever. You would shift.
I'm going to shift. If I saw this, I would try and shift to Krynos and tackle him off of Nightfang. Or like body check him off of him.
Yeah, I'm going to give this to you.
Okay.
Let's get that body check.
So that's a rage first to shift.
Yeah.
And then a body tackle.
Yeah.
Dex Brawl 7.
That you're so damn clever, Nightfang.
So that's 1, 2.
Hey, I mean, my idea was, hey, we got caught. Somebody spotted us. Let's just run out. Hey, Dave, if you were trying to wait to get into someplace, you got a distraction out. Otherwise, you know where to find us.
No, I get it.
Like-
Fucking. What do you got?
Dex Brawl Diff 7 would be 3 successes. So it says special bashing.
It is Diff 7 for body tackle.
Yeah, let's do.
So it's whatever plus 2. Because I got 3 successes.
Yeah, let's go dead strength.
Dead strength?
Yeah.
So 7 plus the 2. We're gonna throw willpower in there.
Why?
Guarantee a success.
Oh.
You don't need to on damage.
You're right. Never mind.
We're running a good system.
Oh, thank you.
Damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just tell me the number, please.
8 out of 9.
Okay.
9s and 7s. All around, and then a 3.
That's how dice work.
Seeing your alpha get attacked, you rush forward, shifting to Krynos. You throw your shoulder into it, knocking the Fomor directly, completely off. Just fucking knocked him. He flies up and over the desk, landing somewhere just on the other side of the room.
Can I pull out my crossbow from my back and shoot it?
I think you can get your crossbow ready.
Got it. I would like to get my crossbow ready then.
All right.
Because they make slings for it to go across your back, so I figure, it's under the backpack or something. Or on top of it, or whatever.
I feel like that's a bit conspicuous. Now is not the time to fucking go over it. But, no, I'll give you get it out and get it loaded and ready.
Got it.
As a free
I'll
action.
do that.
Just fucking cleaning, doing their job, and a bunch of kids burst out of a fucking records room, and one pulls a crossbow like at the fucking Ren Fair.
Well, I figure if anybody asks me about it, it's like, oh yeah, we're just camping, and I just had it on me because we're going for some lunch.
We're looking for lost Twinkies.
I would play with the red fair angle, or you're a LARPer or something.
Huzzah. Speaking of, what is your stamina?
3.
Okay, not enough. Witnessing the events, you stop to get your crossbow ready.
Mm-hmm.
Loading up a bolt, you raise it, and well, you go to aim it, but fucking that guy just got punted like a football. So, but you're at the ready. You go to turn, looking behind you at the other guy who called out, but he is right up on, grabbing you by the shoulder. Do us a favor. And while you're in Hamid, you ain't soaking shit. He squeezes, and it hurts badly.
I will scream.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, I scream because it hurts badly.
It feels like your bones are starting to... It is an unnatural strength.
And it is an unnatural scream.
I'd imagine it's perfectly natural at this point.
Oh, it's like a horror movie scream.
You get a better look at the guy now, though. Deep brown hair, a mullet. He's got a little goatee, and the sleeves of his outfit have been cut off. You can see a series of tattoos. You get the Virgin Mary on the one. But his skin itself is kind of turning a pale gray from his hand, running up his forearm. Did I give you your damage yet?
No.
3.
Okay. What kind?
This will be bashing.
Got it. I can soak bashing in Hamid, can't I?
Not this.
Not this kind of bashing. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't just bruising. This is
multiple fractures. This probably should be lethal, but...
Yeah. I mean, if you're not letting me soak it, then that's fair.
Yeah, this is full more strength. This is not just a jacked dude.
Got it.
All right, so how about we roll some initiative?
Yep.
Now that those firsties got out of the way.
10.
Of course.
9.
8.
Oh my god, you guys.
think it's the first time I've gotten a 10 in initiative, so
It's the first time you guys all go before me.
that's awesome.
All right. Ricochet.
The one that I just launched over there,
His name is Fernando.
Fernando, I am pouncing on.
Like a kitty cat.
Like,
All nimbly bimbly from tree to tree.
just gonna hold on to these. Just gonna hold on to these.
All right. No, you're making it happen.
Yeah, I'm running again from Krynos. Gonna go straight for him and try and before he gets up, I'm gonna try and claw down like at the back of his head, kind of thing.
All right. I'm going to call that a leaping rake.
Okay. Would that still be a dex brawl though
Are you...
for a claw attack?
What else would it be?
I'm just asking because
Yeah.
leaping rake is not on there. So
It's a maneuver.
Is it not on there?
No, it's in the actual maneuver section of the combat in the core rule book.
All right.
in the core book. I was gonna say
Yeah.
not on these sheets. It's not.
No, I thought it was on the quick sheet. All right, well then, I don't care. Standard dex brawl.
Just dex brawl.
Let's call it F7. And it will do an extra damage if successful. Which I believe is not the leaping rate damage, but that's fine.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4 to hit. Seven plus 3 plus 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
You charge after your opponent for the follow-up, leaping into the air. You bring your claws down with a deep ferocity. You can feel claw meeting skull, ripping a section off the back of his head. Your fingers glide through brain matter. You hear a gurgling and a writhing. Your opponent yet lives.
Gross.
Segis.
I'm still on my back on the ground, I assume. And
You are, which means you are prone this turn unless you spend a rage to change forms.
that's what I was thinking about, actually. I'm going to try shifting to this area too big for Hispo? Or too small for Hispo?
No, you're okay because you're just in the I don't
On
know.
the other side of the desk.
Yeah, we'll call it the inner lobby. Like the
Okay.
Xerox machines in that half wall are to your right.
Okay, just wanted to make sure, because it's either going to be Hispo or Lupus.
No, yeah, you got room.
Okay. So going to try, shifting to Lupus as I roll over and grab one of the legs of the guy grabbing Carly.
Oh,
Wait.
that's a nice maneuver. That's much closer. I was handicapping the distance, and then I'm like, no, you got Tex, by the way. You've got Tex.
How appropriate.
Fernando and Tex. They're the fucking... they're the team.
The cleaning team?
They are. It's like you've heard of the dream team?
The sanitary
We're the clean
specialist.
team.
They're the sanitary specialist for this place.
I'm sorry for all of us. Just go ahead and hit that bite.
Yep. That's 1, 2, 3 successes on the bite. This is plus 2, 2 for bite. Thankfully, ones do not subtract, so that's 5.
5 damage?
Yep.
All right. You shift to Lupus, rolling over to get yourself a better position. You spring forward. You're just chomping down over Tex's knee. He wavers a little bit, but does not let go of his grip. His flesh seems tougher than you would expect. You broke skin, but not the way you should have. You broke skin, but not bone. Carly, it is your non-crossbow arm.
Can I try to turn and shoot him with my crossbow arm?
You are facing him. He
No,
spun
I am
you.
facing him.
He spun when he grabbed you.
Oh, fuck. All right, then I would like to just hold up my crossbow and shoot him direct. Just
okay. Well,
punch him in the eye with it and pull the trigger.
Here's the thing. That is a targeted action, so your difficulty goes up to 8. However, you are inches from his face, so your difficulty drops to 4.
Okay. That's what I'm doing then.
Gotcha for a second, didn't I?
You did.
I saw that look in your face when I said 8. You're like, were you fucking kidding me?
It's the rules as written. This should be an 8.
Yeah, but you're really close.
But you could kind of stab him with the tip of the bolt.
If I wanted.
That's what I was saying. Punch him in the face with the crossbow and pull the trigger.
And you said difficulty what?
I said 4.
Could have been a 3.
It could have been a 3, but I thought 4 was more than fair.
5 successes.
Nice. So that's... I don't know what it is for your crossbow.
Yeah, I don't know the damage of that crossbow offhand.
It's whatever plus 4 successes.
That's 5 successes for damage.
It's 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Versus however much he says no to.
Hey, the range damage on a crossbow is 5. Or 6 for a heavy one, but whatever. Okay. You raise your arm forward. The crossbow inches away from your opponent. Bolt aimed directly in his eye, you pull the trigger. He staggers back, his body shaking a bit, before simply falling. Might as well have yelled timber. Rico, you look back to your pack, seeing that they are in fact safe. You hear the sounds. Your opponent's starting to get up again. You turn. Another claw directly down, severing his head effortlessly. You shift down to Hamid, content that the danger has passed. When another figure shows up, appears seemingly out of nowhere, you hear the cocking of a gun. Freeze! Please! A gunshot. Dave, slipping by from the side. His gun smoking as the body falls. It all happens so fast. He looks down, staring at the police officer, flopping about on the ground, bleeding from a head wound. His eyes wide. His complexion pale as he looks over at the three of you.
Let's go. Let's get out of here.
He nods. The lot of you make haste.
I'm going to make sure to grab my crossbow bolt before we leave.
You can see the police car just outside of the building. The light's still on. You run quickly, trying to get away from the scene. A couple blocks cutting through side streets until you finally stop. Dave stops, collapsing to his knees. His hands are shaking.
Just leaning up against the wall, like breathing heavily for a moment. What the fuck was that?
I saw the femorae in That he just appeared out of nowhere. He just popped up. I thought, fuck.
I'm just staring at the ground. Also, my shoulder, I'm in a lot of pain, but I'm not shifting for some reason or another. I'm just staring at the ground.
All right.
Chatter, if you didn't, you'd have to be taken care of anyway.
Yeah. I know, but
It's either us or him.
I know. Look, it's not my first stage. Just fuck. He heaves a couple, but doesn't throw up. You know, I get it. We're Garu, and our mission is right and just, and we have to keep it secret. We have to protect the veil.
Yes.
We know what happens, but what could happen? But fuck. I just shot a cop, man.
I was expecting you to pistol him or something.
He drew on you.
You did what had to be done.
And I get it. It's accidents happen. I get it, but fuck. I know we're not human, but we were raised to be human. We grew up in this world. I think about people like fucking Dodger, man. How lucky he is growing up lupus. You know, think about it. He's been killing since the day he was born. It was a necessity. It was life. We've been told it was wrong every day of our lives until we change. And now we're praised for it?
Dave, I froze. I could have been shot. And I'm going to hug him in an attempt to comfort him.
Just gonna sit, back to the wall, slide down near enough him, not next to him.
One of my arms is limp to my side, but the other one is hugging him.
Is he on his knees?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'll reach my arm down to help him, reach my arm down to offer to stand him up. It was either him or me.
I understand that. He looks down at his hand, the gun still in his hand. It had to be done.
Yes, it did. Pull my arm back quickly and put it back out in front of me.
What do you mean?
I'm doing this to hold him out.
Right. So like you're reloading?
Yeah, kind of like as he said, yes.
Making
yes,
the offer again.
Yes. Yeah, it's more of making the offer again. Pulling it back, pushing it back out.
All right. He takes a moment. He's not even seeing you. You know, he's...
I think just kind of look into him look into him and then just looking down at the ground for a moment. Oh, this isn't going to help, I think. How many cops are on this island? And we just got one killed.
His eyes closed. He stands. Noticing your hand once he opens them, he gives you a little on the shoulder to acknowledge, but... Two now. Accidents happen, and it had to be done. It should always sting. He looks to the three of you. It should always sting. Dave begins to turn and starts walking away, heading in the direction of Lucinda's apartment. The three of you, almost in wordless agreement, decide to head back to the cabin. There's plenty to be done and things to deal with, but it can wait until the morning.
And that wraps up this week's episode of Rage Across the Internet. We hope you enjoyed the game.
Remember, we'll be back in 2 weeks for our next episode, but don't miss our regular episode next week where we discuss Werewolf the Apocalypse.
Thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed the show, please check out our Ko-Fi and join us on Discord. The link can be found on the forums at
rageacrosstheinternet.com.
.com.
And as always, keep your claws sharp, your head in a swivel. See you next time.
See you next time.
See you next time.